Hi everyone, Environment Canada has just issued a blowing snow advisory for far north Ontario communities starting this evening. This is a yellow level advisory, with moderate impact and high forecast confidence, affecting Fort 7, Ottawa-Piscat, Poinoc, and Webcay starting this evening. The advisory was issued at 12:35 this afternoon and warns of near-zero visibility and dangerous travel conditions through night. Strong wind gusts of up to 70 kilometers per hour will create hazardous blowing snow that will make travel extremely dangerous. So, let's get right into the details of this developing situation across Ontario's far north. According to Environment Canada, reduced visibility and blowing snow is expected with strong wind gusts reaching up to 70 kilometers per hour. The timing for this event is beginning this evening and continuing into night, with conditions ending by Saturday morning. Blowing snow will be accompanied by winds gusting to 70 kilometers per hour in the wake of a low-pressure system. The system will begin near Fort 7 this evening and spread to areas near James Bay by early morning. Conditions are expected to gradually improve through night, as winds weaken from west to east across the region. Let's start with current conditions in Fort 7. As of 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this afternoon, Fort 7 is currently experiencing light snow with a temperature of -14 degrees C at the airport. Winds are from the northwest at 22 kilometers per hour, creating a wind chill of -23 degrees. Visibility is currently 16 kilometers, but this will change dramatically as the blowing snow develops later today. The barometric pressure in Fort 7 is 99.8 kilopascals and falling as the low-pressure system approaches. For the rest of today in Fort 7, periods of snow will continue with an accumulation of 2 centimeters. Wind will become northwest 20 kilometers per hour, gusting to 40 early this afternoon with a high of -12. The wind chill will be -19 this morning and -28 this afternoon, creating a risk of frostbite. Tonight in Fort 7, this is when the dangerous conditions will develop with mainly cloudy skies and 60% chance of flurries. Local blowing snow will begin early this evening. Then blowing snow will intensify late this evening and continue overnight. Wind will shift to northwest 30 kilometers per hour, gusting to 50, then become north 50, gusting to 70 this evening. The overnight low will be -23 degrees, with wind chill reaching -28 this evening and -39 overnight. That wind chill of -39 represents a significant risk of frostbite for anyone exposed to the elements tonight. Moving to Friday in Fort Say, expect a mix of sun and cloud with 30% chance of flurries early in the morning. Blowing snow will continue in the morning and early afternoon, with local blowing snow persisting through the afternoon. Wind will remain strong from the north at 40 kilometers per hour, gusting to 60 throughout the day. The temperature will remain steady nearest 22 degrees, with wind chill values nearest 39 degrees. This extreme wind chill on Friday means exposed skin can freeze in minutes, so staying indoors is strongly recommended. Now let's turn to Ottawa-Piscat, where current conditions as of 2:20 p.m. show light snow as well. The temperature at Ottawa-Piscat Airport is 15 degrees C, with winds from the south-southeast at 22 kilometers per hour. The wind chill is currently -25 degrees, and visibility has already dropped to just 3 kilometers in the falling snow. Barometric pressure in Ottawa-Piscat stands at 104 kilopascals with humidity at 85%. For the remainder of today in Ottawa-Piscat, periods of snow will bring an accumulation of 5 centimeters. Wind southeast 20 km/h gusting to 40 will become light late this afternoon, with a high of -1. The wind chill will be -28 this morning and -7 this afternoon, both representing frostbite risk tonight in Ottawa-Piscat. Periods of snow will end this evening, then mainly cloudy with 60% chance of flurries. Wind will shift to northwest 30 kilometers per hour as the low-pressure system passes through the region. The overnight low will be -22 degrees, with wind chill reaching -17 this evening and -36 overnight. On Adawa Piscat will experience mainly cloudy skies with 40% chance of flurries and local blowing snow. Wind will be northwest 40 km per hour, gusting to 60. The same strong winds affecting Fort Southern. Friday's high will be 19 with wind chill values near us 36 throughout the day. Friday night in Ottawa Piscat, we'll see cloudy periods with 30% chance of flurries as conditions gradually improve. Now let's talk about the specific hazards, because Environment Canada is warning that travel will likely be hazardous due to near-zero visibility. The advisory strongly recommends considering postponing all non-essential travel until conditions improve on Saturday. If you must travel, protect yourself from wind, cold, and disorientation by staying sheltered indoors or with your vehicle. The combination of blowing snow and 70 km/h wind gusts will create whiteout conditions at times. Near-zero visibility means you cannot see beyond the hood of your vehicle, making driving extremely dangerous. The extreme cold with wind chill values, OVIS 36 to 39, presents serious frostbite risk. At these wind chill values, exposed skin can develop frostbite in less than 10 minutes of exposure. If your vehicle breaks down in these conditions, staying with your vehicle is crucial for survival and rescue. These remote northern communities are hours away from emergency services, even in good weather conditions. In blowing snow and whiteout conditions, emergency response times could be significantly delayed or impossible until Saturday. Looking ahead to conditions will finally begin to improve across all affected communities. Fort 7 will see a mix of sun and cloud with a high of -22 degrees C. Saturday night in Fort Severn will be cloudy with 30% chance of flurries and a low of -26. Adawa Piscat will also experience a mix of sun and cloud on Saturday with a high of -20 degrees. Saturday night will be clear in Ottawa Piscat with temperatures dropping to -33 degrees C. Sunday, February 8th, looks much calmer with cloudy skies in Fort Southern and a high of -15 degrees. Adawa Piscat will enjoy sunny skies on Sunday with a high of -17 degrees and increasing cloudiness overnight. By Monday, February 9th, temperatures will moderate slightly with Fort 7 reaching 90. There's a 60% chance of snow on Monday in Fort 7 with cloudy conditions throughout the day. Adawa Piscat will be cloudy on Monday with a high of -11 degrees as milder air begins moving in. Tuesday, February 10th, continues the warming trend with Fort Southern reaching a high of -13 degrees. There's a 40% chance of flurries in Fort C on Tuesday, with overnight lows near -20 degrees. At Waupascat, we'll see cloudy skies on Tuesday, with 60% chance of snow and a high of -10. By Wednesday, February 11th, Fort Severn will experience a mix of sun and cloud with a high of -15. Adawa Piscat will also see a mix of sun and cloud with 30% chance of flurries and -12 degrees. For historical context, normal temperatures for early February in Fort Severn are a high of -8 and low of -29. In Adawa Piscat, normal temperatures for this time of year are a high of -15 and a low of 28. Sunrise in Fort Severn today occurred at 8:38 a.m., and sunset will be at 5:32 p.m. In Adawa Piscat, sunrise was at 8:06 a.m. with sunset occurring at 5:22 p.m. this evening. Now, let me emphasize the safety preparations you should take if you live in or near these affected communities. Stock up on food, water, medications, and heating fuel before conditions deteriorate this evening, if you haven't already. Charge all electronic devices, including phones and battery packs, in case of power disruptions during the high winds. Have flashlights with fresh batteries ready, and consider filling bathtubs with water as a precaution. Check on elderly neighbors and family members to ensure they're prepared, and have everything needed to shelter safely. If you heat your home with fuel, oil, or propane, make sure tanks are adequately filled before weather deteriorates. Have a plan for staying warm if power goes out, including extra blankets and warm clothing readily accessible. If you absolutely must travel during the advisory period, ensure someone knows your route and expected arrival time. Your vehicle should be equipped with an emergency kit, including blankets, food, water, flashlight, and first aid supplies. Keep your fuel tank at least half full at all times, as running your vehicle for heat may be necessary if stranded. If you become stranded in white-out conditions, the safest option is always to stay with your vehicle. Your vehicle provides shelter from the wind and makes you much easier for rescue crews to locate than if you wander away. Run your engine periodically for heat, but make absolutely sure your exhaust pipe is clear of snow to prevent carbon monoxide poisoning. Environment Canada advises to continue monitoring alerts and forecasts as this situation develops through Friday. You can report severe weather by sending an email to Storm Isido GCK. You can also post weather reports on X, formerly known as Twitter, using the #storm. For more information about Environment Canada's color-coded weather alerting program, visit Canada.ca. This blowing snow advisory remains in effect for Fort Svern, Attawapiskat, Poinuk, and Webquai until Saturday morning. The advisory could be updated or extended if conditions warrant, so keep checking for the latest information. Local radio stations in these communities will also be broadcasting updates throughout this weather event. Residents in these remote First Nations communities are experienced with severe winter weather and have established emergency protocols. Schools, community centers, and essential services will be making decisions about operations based on local conditions. Local emergency management officials are monitoring the situation and coordinating with provincial authorities as needed. Remember that this is a moderate impact advisory with high forecast confidence from Environment Canada meteorologists. The timing and severity of this blowing snow event are well understood, giving you time to prepare today. The worst conditions will occur tonight through Friday, with significant improvement expected by Saturday morning. Please take this advisory seriously and make the necessary preparations to stay safe through this weather event. If you found this forecast helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel for daily weather updates. Turn on notifications so you don't miss critical weather alerts, especially during winter when conditions change rapidly. I'll be providing updates on this situation tomorrow as conditions develop. So, check back for the latest information. Stay tuned to Environment Canada alerts and local radio for the most up-to-date information specific to your community. Your safety is the top priority, and no travel is worth risking your life in near-zero visibility conditions. I'll see you in the next one with more updates on Ontario weather. Stay safe out there, everyone, especially in far north Ontario.